This is what I wish I knew when I was in my 20s, as a woman who's now in my 30s when it comes to dating. If he does not thoroughly enjoy taking care of you, run. It should turn him on to please you. It should fill his cup to fill yours. If there is any sentiment that you are a burden, a chore, depleting him, what do you bring to the table, any of that, run. If he does not naturally make you a priority, next. If he has enough time in his day to use the restroom, if he has enough time in his day to eat food, he has enough time in his day to call you, to text you, to get back to you, to prioritize you. People prioritize what they want to prioritize. Someone raised on love cannot date someone raised on survival. Unfortunately, this is especially prevalent in Black communities where people had to grow up raising themselves in really difficult situations. If he does not get therapy and is at a point of healing to the point where he can recognize love and give love and process love, do not waste your time if you are raised on love. You can see a dog on the street, want to take them inside, but they can maul your entire family because they do not understand what love is when you reach out your hand to pet them. If he gets defensive when you express your truth, next. The wrong man will try to make it seem like whatever it is trivial. It does not even matter what it is. He could hurt your feelings because he wrote your name on a card with bad handwriting. It does not matter what it is. If you are feeling a way about it and you cannot talk to him and hear his empathy and compassion, and he does not have to agree to understand. He does not have to agree to show love and care and consideration. If he does not have that level of emotional intelligence and availability, move on. You cannot teach someone that. If he's aggressive with others, he's most likely going to be aggressive with you. If he cannot respect your boundaries, move on. That is a dangerous situation. If he cannot set boundaries with others, move on. This boy will have you feeling like the man in the relationship. If money is the #1 metric that matters in his life, move on. You will never come first, and you are going to be seen as an expense. Let me know if I should do a part 2.
It's been a game changer to just ask the person that I'm dating or my current partner to be like, how do you like to be loved? How do you like to receive love? And how do you like to give it? Because just those simple questions can change so much. And then you can use the same with sex. What do you like and what do you not like? What have you changed your mind about? What do you like to do now and again, or maybe not so much sometimes? How much time do you need? How does your arousal actually work? These are questions that you can just start to ask yourself before introducing them to someone else, but they can change so much, because I think we get into relationships and make so many assumptions based on our individual experiences and our worldview, and we expect the person we're with to reflect the exact same thing back to us, but we don't ask questions.
Every time you settle for less than you deserve, you are affirming the belief that you actually think you can't do better. I think a lot of us girlies have a little bit of a scarcity mindset when it comes to men, when it comes to relationships. Like, it is really easy to want to hold on to something that's not your destiny, whether it's because you really believe you can't do better, or whether you just don't want to get out there and try and look for better. Like, I recently had to clock myself, y'all, and sometimes you just got to ask yourself this one simple question. Is he the last man on earth? And this doesn't just apply to relationships, right? Like, it applies to friendships, it applies to your career. The longer you stay in a place, or the longer you stay in a situation that's not worthy of you, the more you're gonna start to feel like that's all that you're worthy of.
Woman to woman, girl to girl in your early 20s, if there's one thing I can tell you that I'm realizing, and I'm happy that I am young and I'm catching this drift right now, focus on yourself. Focus on your passions. Focus on your career. I've given my blood, sweat, tears, soul to relationships and like guys since I was 14 years old. That sounds so bad. I'm truly a lover girl at heart. I love love. I love loving. I love receiving love. Like, love is just beautiful. Love make the world go round. If you don't detach yourself from this until you have gotten yourself stable and financially good, mentally good, physically good, it will literally destroy your life. I almost didn't graduate high school. Till this day, bitch, I struggle. I still struggle. Don't let my ass fool you. But one thing that I am not struggling on is focusing on me and putting myself first. I'm gonna be doing what I gotta do, whether I'm sad, whether I'm angry, it don't matter. I'm still gonna be showing up to the gym. I'm still gonna show up to school. I'm still gonna work through it all, through the pain. Don't give up on yourself. Keep going. Do what you gotta do. Do not let these emotions, girls, we are so emotional. We are sensitive, and I get that. Take a few minutes to cry, but that's it. This is literally one of the most important years of our life because we are building our foundation. We are planting our seeds. If you let these relationships and you let these guys distract you, then when you're 30, when you're 40, which I understand this happens to a lot of women, I'm not saying it's bad, wouldn't you want to have it figured out earlier and not figure it out and go through so much pain 20 years down along the line? No, it's now. If you don't put yourself first, then who will?
A woman's value that she adds to a man is something that you cannot even put a price on, baby. It is something that you cannot even look at the amount, because guess what? What we're doing is we're elevating you and we're growing you in a way that you could not even imagine. Why do you think that all the politicians are married? I built every single man up that I've ever been with, baby.
All right.
When they leave me, they're in a much better position than when they got with me, and that's a fact.
The very last man you was with, how long was that relationship?
3.5 years.
When you met him, was he a millionaire?
No.
When you left him, was he a millionaire?
No.
You ain't made nobody nothing. A lot of these women talk about what they could do for a man and how good they are. Y'all ain't made nobody nothing. A lot of y'all have an overinflated ego. You're not bringing nothing to the table but problems, attitude, and tarnished and zesty coochie.
I don't know.
So check your attitude. No, check your attitude, because y'all are not all that.
I haven't been single in over 10 years, and 2022 was the first year that I have been single for a significant amount of time. And these are the top 5 things that I learned. For context, I have jumped from relationship to relationship ever since the 8th grade. I'm 25 now. It's called daddy and abandonment issues. That's a perfect segue into point number 1. I might be the problem, and that's okay. I would look at my toxic relationships and I would list all the things that they did wrong to me, and I would never see myself as the problem. And reflecting in 2022, I really had to sit myself down and see how I might have contributed to some things. Number 2, I'm a lover girl, and that's okay. Okay, so maybe you shouldn't jump from relationship to relationship, but I love the way that I am constantly open to love, to giving love. I love that I move throughout life with love. It's always benefited me. Number 3, I started treating myself how I treat others. One of the things that I love about myself is how I love, and I love so unconditionally, and I'm so loyal to other people, and I give so much. And I really learned this past year, I'm like, why don't I just do all of those things for myself? Once you start doing that, A, you will not accept anything less from any other person because you know you can give it all to yourself. And then B, you show people how to treat you. Number 4, you will find that feeling again. I remember when I was in my last toxic relationship, and even though it was toxic, I was like, I will never find this feeling. I will never find a man to love me like this. And then 2 months later, I met somebody, and I was like, oh, okay, the butterflies are back. And then number 5, I learned how to not be bitter. I remember I used to see all of these cute couples. I went to a vineyard, like a solo trip vineyard, and I saw all these cute couples so in love. And instead of looking at it like so bitterly and like I'll never find that again, I looked at it more so like, oh, it's coming. Like once I see like people happily in love, married, whatever it might be, instead of looking at it like, I wish I had that, I look at it like, oh, because I've seen it, it's on its way.
I hope that helps.
What's your best relationship advice?
If you're a woman and you feel like you're going to expire, there's no wall. None of that's true. The dating pool might shrink. That's fine because you only need one person. Who cares if it's smaller? You don't need to rush into anything. Please don't. I definitely rushed. The toxic ideas of expiring as a woman at 30 kind of got to me. We got married like immediately. And then I had a baby. I wanted it so bad that I pushed past the warning sign. But like there's no finish line to life. I've bought a house. I've had a kid. I have an amazing job. I was married. None of that stuff changed how I value myself. But I do know that rushing into things is a recipe for disaster.
If you're currently single and everyone around you seems to be happy in a relationship or with somebody and you feel a little bit lonely, maybe you've been single for a long time, remember this. Your romantic life can change like that. For most people, it does. You can meet somebody tomorrow. What if you met your potential husband, your potential partner at the grocery store tomorrow on a random outing, not even planning to? Your romantic life can change at any instant, and when it happens, these things happen really fast. Live your life with that excitement and in that way. Do everything you want to do. Go out with your friends. Say yes to everything. Because let's just say you would meet your partner tomorrow or next week. You can know that you lived and that you did everything you wanted to do. Stop treating your season of singleness as some kind of burden or some sad situation, because the reality of dating and relationships in life is that you don't get to choose when it happens for you. It finds you when it's meant to. And that's also the beautiful thing about the waiting season, is that it's not in your control. You can't force a relationship with anybody. It has to happen for you when it's meant to. So embrace the season of singleness. You really think you're on this planet to just be single alone forever? No. I have always believed every single person has their match here somewhere on earth. You are going to find them. But in the meantime, do everything you want to do. Say yes to things, make memories, because let's just say you met your partner tomorrow. You've done it all. I hope this helps. Stop treating your season of singleness like a punishment, because it's not.
Do you guys know that the only thing you have to do to get a nonchalant man to chalant is so easy? The only thing is you can't be no scary girl if you want to do this. Really just tell him that you don't think this is gonna work, and that honestly, like, you think he's cool, but I don't think that you're the man for me. The crazy part is like, I mean it. Like, the man that I told this, like, were men that, you know, were nonchalant, we was talking or whatsoever, and in reality, like, I'm really the type of girl that if I feel like somebody's not the one for me, I'll tell you, like, hey, like, honestly, I think I'm cool on you. Like, you know, we can still be friends, but I just don't think you're the man for me. They will literally start doing stuff they never did before. And I think it's like an ego thing. And I'm not here to tell y'all to play games or whatsoever, but I just think that's just something men naturally do. They do not want whatever they can have. Like, they want something that they can't have. And if you tell them in a polite way, like, no hard feelings, but honestly, like, I just feel like we got a different view on life, and I just don't think you are the type of man that I want to date. But you're still cool, though. I promise you. You get whatever you want. You'll go crazy.